Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. A very popular chart analyst has stated that vertical accumulation of XRP is in progress. And it's been an exciting last day or two seeing XRP on the move again. And if you've been following this little Moon Lambo channel, then hopefully you weren't surprised that this has happened, and hopefully not even necessarily regarding the specific timing of it. I want to share with you some XRP price expectations from one analyst in particular going back roughly the last couple months or so, because now we have the benefit of hindsight, and there's one analyst in particular that I want to highlight what his expectations were and then show you how things actually unfolded and talk about nailing it. And this is an analyst who thinks that XRP is just going to go completely parabolic at some point this market cycle in the future. So really, all sorts of reasons to be excited for the inevitable XRP face melting as we enter the territory where we will see the parabolic run up. And I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it's going to happen this market cycle. I firmly believe that. And yeah, faces, people are not going to have faces. You understand this, right? There are serious implications of XRP mooning this way. People will lose their face. They're going to melt away. And there's going to be little gooey puddles on the ground of what used to be people's faces. It's going to be really gross, but I'm very much looking forward to it. But I want to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos about crypto stuff, but it's purely as a hobby. I don't want anyone to think I'm someone or something that I'm not. Because sometimes people running YouTube channels, they like to pretend like they're gurus or something. I am not. I'm a dude named Moon Lambo. So just saying. Now, as I record this, XRP is at $1.28. Bitcoin's at $47,158. Market cap for the asset class still over $2 trillion. I like seeing that. Bitcoin dominance declining. It's down to 43.62%. And so what a glorious... Here's the 30-day chart of XRP. What a glorious chart that is. Here, let's see what 24 hours looks like for fun. There you go. Okay, so mostly sideways for the last 24 hours. And so worth noting, the 24-hour high for XRP, $1.34, 24-hour low, $1.23. And XRP has been all that anyone's talking about in crypto, effectively, because it's been outperforming every other large cap coin by quite a wide margin, mind you. And so I came across this tweet in my feed from Lunar Crush, and I actually was not familiar with them, but I went ahead and followed them. They got 123,000 followers, and so they have this metric that they came up with called alt rank, and XRP is dominating here. Take a look at what they wrote. It's a tremendously strong day for XRP, maintaining the #1 alt rank for 15 straight hours on leading social market activity. So 24-hour activity, 15.1% price change. And check this out, though. 14,453 social mentions. And the next number is even more ridiculous. Check this out. Over 40 million social engagements. 24 hours. Like, this is truly a global experience here. And you just wait, because you ain't seen none yet, for real. Once this thing goes, it really goes. And historically, that is how XRP has behaved. It trades sideways for longer than other large cap coins, but then when it goes, my gosh, it goes parabolic. It goes bonkers. And so here's a tweet from chart analyst Anbessa, who I think is one of the best analysts on all of Twitter, like on all of social media, one of the best crypto analysts out there, period. This guy just continues to crush it. And so I have a few different analysts where I feel that highly, and Anbessa here is one of them. And he shared the following with his 177,000 followers on Twitter on June 11th, 2021. So this is over 2 months ago. Take a look at this. And he said, here's his XRP macro view. And so he has this little rounded bottom formation, which in other tweets I believe he's called the Anbessa Bowl. And he's not the only analyst I follow that has showed this type of bowl formation. Chart analyst Leb Crypto, you may be familiar with at this point. He also has drawn something rather similar, just the idea of like it's a rounded bottom. XRP gets down to, well, I guess here you could argue, so it would have been March 2021, XRP got as low as it did, down to about 11 cents. But then it's basically, for the most part, even if it wicks down below this little curve here, it's pretty well just bouncing off it. And so we're to the upside now. We saw the worst down in March of last year with the whole pandemic, and since then, yeah, it's been very volatile, but you can see that this is what his expectation is in terms of a macro view, like where to look for support. And so this chart is dating back many years. It's dating back to 2016. So where I'm circling on the left, you can see that that was the parabolic price action where XRP went from 20-something cents to almost $4 in the span of about 2.5 weeks. Very blazing fast. Lots of faces melted back then too. Yeah, you love to see it. You really love to see it. And so here's his expectation. What he was citing with this chart is that he's expecting XRP was going to go down until roughly this range here. So it could have been, because you're just ballparking it to some degree, but late July, early August. He's thinking that it would have been bouncing off this curve support line here basically, and then go up. But all we could see at this point was that XRP, what was it down to at that point in time? Maybe somewhere in the range of 86 cents. I think that's about right. Yeah. And so it had already come down from its more recent highs of almost $2 in April of this year. And so his projection was that, yep, it's going to probably go bad for maybe close, month and a half, two, whatever it ends up being. But then there's supports and then rocket up. And so, again, that was June 11th of this year. Next tweet from Anbessa. This one's from July 29th. And so now we had a little bit more data. We had an extra, roughly month and a half worth of chart activity. And so we wrote XRP Anbessa Bull macro view. Literally came down to the start of arrow projection. I'm scared of my own projection's accuracy, by the way. And so here you can see, now we've got the rest of this chart filled up because another month and a half or so went by. And you could see that it bottomed. He's like, from his perspective, okay, that's where he thought it was going to roughly bottom out. That support, and then up. And up and up and up. And according to this line, I don't know if he wants this to be taken quite literally, but he's talking about over $10 XRP when it goes to the upside. And this is the time period where he was saying that this is where it actually seemed likely. And so now you take a look at the same chart from this tweet yesterday, August 14th, which pretty well catches you up to where we are today. And you wrote XRP Anbessa Bull zoomed in lower time frame. XRP pumped 100% up, 2x. Channel bottom to channel top, easy trade risk-reward ratio. Macro view bullish. You have the game plan. And so now this is caught up as of yesterday, because again, this is August 14th. And what happened? Exactly, it's right what he was saying. What he anticipated happened, it was spot on. Come on, it was. It's been running up. And so it doesn't mean it'll go up in a straight line forever. But this is what we have to look forward to. $10 plus XRP if he ends up being correct. Don't mind seeing that one bit. And so, look, that's why I keep saying that nothing's guaranteed. And when we talk about analysis from chart guys like this, it's just about probability of outcomes. But I just think being armed with this information is useful because and look, I covered these tweets when he tweeted them out months ago. And so if you had known, and you should have if you were following my channel, I've been talking about this. I was like, XRP may be going down because I don't only put out the positive sounding stuff. I will put out the negative stuff if it sounds bad, because we need to be armed with information. Plus, even if XRP suddenly became a complete disaster and the worst thing on the planet to invest in, would you want to know that truth if it were the truth? Well, because I sure as hell would. If they were a sinking ship, I'd want to get the hell off it. I'd rather live in reality. Now, that's not the case, but I'm just saying. And so, given that I firmly believe the greatest hurdle that people investing in crypto face, the greatest hurdle is themselves, because this is it's a psychological game. It's, the emotions associated with investing. I get it. And so you're your own greatest hurdle here. And so if 2 months ago you recognize that there is a chance that we may be in for somewhat longer period of time of XRP going down, whether it's a month and a half or two or whatever, and then it actually happened, might you at least have some sort, since you have some sort of understanding that was possible, might you emotionally be able to tolerate that more? Might it prevent you from making an emotional buying or selling decision, right? And so I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold anything. I'm saying that you should remove emotion and then just make informed decisions based on logic, data, charts, whatever you think makes sense. You do it for yourself. I'm not telling you what to do, but I think that this is a superior way to go about it. And so that's why arming yourself with knowledge on this topic is incredibly useful. And Anbessa, he's one of the analysts that I follow that just keeps absolutely crushing it. And so I highlight various analysts from time to time, and I came across this today, and I thought, yeah, this deserves to be highlighted. Credit where it's due, right? Now take a look at this. Popular crypto chart analyst Don Alt, with 289,000 followers, tweeted out the following. And actually, let me preface this just a little bit. Don Alt, I think he understands that a lot of his followers do not like XRP. Now, some of them do, like me, for example. I'm following him on Twitter. But a lot of his followers hate it, and he is well aware of that, and he's concerned about talking about XRP too much, which is kind of funny to me. And so here's what he tweeted out. Let me know if all my XRP posts are starting to annoy you, but this is just mental. Vertical accumulation in progress. And so what's he talking about? Well, here is an XRP/Bitcoin chart. Now that is parabolic. So like this is showing that it takes a lot fewer XRP than it used to purchase Bitcoin right now. That's what this is showing here. XRP has been outpacing Bitcoin in terms of growth relative to the United States dollar. That's what this is showing right here. And you may recall also, and I mentioned this just the other day, but I really want to articulate this again. So bear with me if you already heard this the other day, but I gotta point this out. Peter Brandt, another fantastic chart analyst. He's got somewhere like 500,000 or 600,000 followers on Twitter. Very good. He's very well known in crypto, especially for having called the top of the last market cycle, Bitcoin at 20,000, as well as the bottom, Bitcoin down to whatever got to about $3,200. But he's right about so much, and he's consistently wrong about XRP. And I believe that's because he's very public about hating Ripple and hating XRP. And so it's very clear to me that what's happening there is his bias is seeping into the analysis that he's putting out into the world, which is really regrettable because he's right about it's like, how could it be the case that he's consistently wrong about XRP and not consistently wrong about anything else he talks about? Like, how is that the case? And so I highlighted last November, before XRP ran up from 20-something cents up to almost 80 cents, I said, hey, Peter Brandt putting out some FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. He says, if you look at the XRP BTC pair, it was basically the polar opposite of what I just showed you from Don Alt. It was like way down. And so what happened after he tweeted that out? Wouldn't you know it? XRP ran. So what do you know? When there's a huge disparity on the XRP BTC chart, historically when that happens, XRP ends up running. You can look this up yourself. Like, this is verifiably the case. Historically, it has been. And then before XRP ran up to about $2 in April this year, he tweeted out the same damn thing. Look at this XRP BTC chart. Oh my gosh, this is not looking so good. And what do you know? XRP ran up to almost $2, right? And then what did we have? June 25th this year. This is a headline from You Today. Savvy trader Peter Brandt says this pattern may send XRP to all-time lows. And what's he talking about right here? This tweet, June 25th, 2021. Is Ripple, he means XRP, but he wrote, is Ripple about to turn into a tidal wave? XRP BTC is forming a head and shoulders top pattern. Completion of same would set target at all-time low. So there you go again. He's talking again about the XRP BTC chart. Like, that's a buy signal as far as I'm concerned. If I were in the buying mood, and I'm not for XRP, I would have. I stopped accumulating early October last year because I wanted to hold it for at least a year before selling. And my bags are packed. Like, it's my largest holding. So, but still, I'm just saying, like, that looks like a buy signal, doesn't it? So he did it. He freaking did it again. XRP BTC, ooh, this looks bad. We could go all-time lows, and wouldn't you know it, third time inside of 12 freaking months, less than 12 months, he said the same damn argument, and each time he said it right before XRP started running again. Now you got XRP that within the last 24 hours ran up to $1.34. And so even if there's a pullback, I don't care. The point is, like, it's ridiculous, and I wanted to highlight it. Because I'm Moon Lambo, and I do what I want, damn it, this is my YouTube channel. Here's a tweet from chart analyst Michael Vandepop, who wrote, Bitcoin needs to regain $46,500. If that happens, then I'm assuming the highs will be tested again. If not, $44,000 next. And so as I'm recording this again, it is over $47,000, $47,143 right now. So Bitcoin still leads, and if Bitcoin does start tanking here, I certainly anticipate that XRP will too, and okay. Like, none of this functionally matters for me because I'm just going to hold. I understand that at the end of the day, none of this volatility that I've been living through since November of 2017, none of it matters. It's worth following it, though. Like, for someone like me, it's still interesting. It's just not going to change my outcome. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Either we go parabolic or we go to zero. Like, one of those is happening, right? I sure as hell don't think XRP is going to zero. So even if we go down in the short term, I'm just saying, like, I'll just continue holding. It doesn't emotionally impact me here. But I again, like I keep saying, be aware of potentially where XRP can move going forward so that you can work hopefully it'll be easier for you to manage your own emotions. Everyone's human. It's okay. I'm sure we've all felt emotions about investments going a way that we don't care for them to go, right? We've all felt that at some point in our lives, right? But again, just be aware of this, and I think that it'll make it that much easier to manage the manage the emotions. So anyway, this is all fascinating. I can't wait to see where XRP goes here because, I don't know. It's not a prediction, but just based on how high Bitcoin and Ethereum have already gone, I would admittedly be surprised if we don't see at least $10 XRP this market cycle. Could start running up later this year when it really goes parabolic. It could be early next year. I don't know. Either way, we're most of the way to the point where we need to be to like get to the finish line. In terms of this market cycle, we're most of the way through the bull portion, but the most fun and excitement is at the very tail end. It may just be over a span of 4 or 6 weeks, but the market is going to explode. It's going to be so fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. And then we'll be in the bear market for a number of years, but I'll have fun there too. Like, I'm not going away, so I hope you guys stick around too, because that's where the real opportunity is. Once prices plummet, which will, could take, 6, 9, 12 months from whatever the cycle top is to see the bottom, whatever it ends up being. But on the way down, that's when I'm going to start buying. That's where the real opportunity is. So, anyway, I'll wrap up here. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.